Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here, so remember to subscribe for the latest videos. In a moment that stunned fans, fashion editors, and even fellow celebrities, Gabby Logan stepped into the spotlight in a way that no one expected, but everyone needed. Known for her sharp intellect, magnetic television presence, and fearless commentary, Gabby took it one step further by unveiling a daring new photo shoot that instantly shattered preconceived notions of what midlife women should look like, act like, or aspire to be. Dressed in couture that flirted with the edge of tradition while boldly embracing modern sensuality, Gabby Logan redefined what it means to be both elegant and fearless. Each photograph radiated not just glamour, but a quiet storm of resilience, a woman who's weathered the criticism, carried the expectations of a nation, and still stood tall, unapologetically herself. The setting of the shoot, a blend of timeless grandeur and minimalist boldness, reflected Gabby's own journey, from the carefully curated life of a sports anchor to the unfiltered icon of strength and grace she has become today. Photographers captured her with sweeping angles, soft light, and wardrobe pieces that revealed enough to spark curiosity, but never strayed from the realm of tasteful sophistication. Her presence was commanding, her expression a mirror of confidence earned through decades of dedication, personal growth, and overcoming judgment in an industry not known for forgiving aging or imperfection. This photo shoot was no gimmick, it was a statement. As the images circulated, fans erupted across platforms: X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, sharing quotes, memes, and admiration for a woman who dared to remind the world that beauty has no expiration date. What truly set this apart, however, wasn't the glamour or even the couture, it was the emotion beneath the surface. Gabby, in interviews that followed, spoke about the internal conflict she faced before agreeing to the shoot, the fear of scrutiny, the doubts about her body, and the painful memories of years when she was told to stay within her lane. But she pushed through, driven not by vanity, but by a message she wished to deliver to every woman who's ever questioned her worth in front of a mirror. She said, "I didn't do this because I wanted attention. I did it because I wanted freedom, from judgment, from labels, from all the silent rules we've been forced to follow." That single quote alone was shared thousands of times, inspiring a new movement among women over 40 who began sharing their own bold photos with hashtags like #GabbyUnfiltered and #MidlifeGlowUp. Media outlets praised the shoot as a masterclass in elegance and self-liberation, while younger celebrities like Florence Pugh and Jamila Jamil voiced their support, calling Gabby a trailblazer in a world obsessed with filters. Fashion magazines broke down every look in the shoot, from the silk chiffon halter to the structured velvet bodysuit, as fans clamored to replicate her effortless style. But more than the garments, it was Gabby's aura, her refusal to shrink herself for society's comfort, that resonated most. She wasn't just modeling clothes, she was modeling courage. In her early career, Gabby often stood behind a desk, delivering sports news with poise, a role many respected but few truly celebrated. Today, she stands in front of the world, bathed in soft light, showcasing not only her physical beauty, but the strength of a woman who has lived, fallen, risen, and dared to sparkle without apology. Her husband, friends, and even former critics took to interviews expressing admiration and pride. This photo shoot isn't just another moment, it's a turning point. It's the point where Gabby Logan stops being a respected broadcaster and becomes a cultural icon, a symbol for bold reinvention and fierce authenticity. Stay tuned for paragraph 2, where the impact of Gabby's reveal grows even deeper and where we uncover the powerful aftermath of her choice to bare her soul and step into her most radiant light yet. As the world continued to absorb the seismic shockwave of Gabby Logan's unforgettable reveal, the conversation only deepened, far beyond the glossy finishes of fashion magazines and the viral buzz on social media. What started as a jaw-dropping series of images had now evolved into a cultural movement, a powerful declaration that women of experience, wisdom, and years are not relics of the past but beacons of the present. Gabby's daring photo shoot echoed through every corner of the entertainment world, finding its way into TV talk shows, prime-time interviews, wellness podcasts, and even academic discussions on body image, media representation, and feminism in the 21st century. Notably, women from industries that had long idolized youth, Hollywood actresses, Olympic athletes, high-powered executives, began to name-drop Gabby in their own interviews, crediting her boldness as the spark that reignited their confidence. Reese Witherspoon called her the woman who made age an accessory, not a limitation. Salma Hayek reposted one of Gabby's images with the caption, "Power, beauty, grace." The global ripple effect was undeniable. Newspapers from the UK to the US, France to India, featured Gabby's photos with headline words like revolution, empowerment, and unapologetic. What once might have been dismissed as a midlife publicity stunt had become a universal symbol of self-liberation. In the aftermath of the photoshoot's debut, Gabby made a surprise appearance on a BBC special titled The Age of Empowerment, where she tearfully described her fear of being invisible and irrelevant as she aged in an industry that thrives on novelty. Her vulnerability pierced through screens as she shared personal stories of looking in the mirror and not recognizing herself, not because of wrinkles or weight, but because of how much of herself she had hidden to fit the mold. The crowd in the studio stood and applauded as she concluded her monologue with, "This shoot wasn't about shedding clothes. It was about shedding shame." That single sentence became a slogan, printed on t-shirts, engraved on digital art, and tattooed, literally, by fans who saw themselves in her bravery. But the journey didn't stop at words. Gabby used the momentum to launch a foundation for women over 40 focused on body image therapy, creative reinvention, and digital literacy. Her charity gala, held weeks after the photo series was released, raised millions and was attended by icons like Emma Thompson, Judi Dench, and Gillian Anderson. The evening was marked by moving speeches, emotional reunions, and tearful testimonials from women who had spent years hiding behind oversized coats and fading dreams. One woman, a former Olympian turned homemaker, said, "Gabby reminded me that I didn't stop being extraordinary when I turned 45. I just stopped being seen. And now, I feel visible again." Meanwhile, commercial brands took notice. Luxury fashion houses who once catered only to youth began to approach Gabby for ambassadorships. Beauty campaigns once dominated by 20-somethings now featured her radiant face, untouched by retouching. She even became the unexpected face of a viral skincare line that broke sales records overnight, simply because people believed in the woman behind the glow. Despite the praise, Gabby remained grounded. She gave credit to her husband, who stood by her through her evolution, and to her children, who encouraged her with a simple reminder, "Mom, you've always been cool to us." In interviews, she deflected compliments with her signature wit, but didn't hide the joy she felt finally owning her story. In fact, she admitted that this version of herself, the fierce, free, and fully expressive Gabby, was the woman she'd long wanted the world to see. The most telling moment came during an impromptu appearance at a girls' school where students had created a mural in her honor. Gabby stood silently for a moment before saying, "If I had seen someone like me when I was your age, maybe I wouldn't have waited so long to love myself." That moment went viral, again. And once more, Gabby Logan proved that the story wasn't about one photo shoot or one woman, it was about all of us, waiting to step into the light. As the final photo in the series was released, Gabby in a golden silk robe, walking barefoot into the ocean at sunrise, the caption read, "This is me. No filter, no fear, just freedom." That image alone was enough to silence critics and fuel believers. The legacy of that single photo shoot, once assumed to be a fleeting splash, had transformed into a cultural reset. And now, the world waits, not for what Gabby will wear next, but for what she'll say, do, and inspire next. Subscribe now to Daily Gossip for more celebrity stories, glamorous moments, and empowering transformations every single day.